Previously on T-Man 978.
Other Studio Series 86 Dinobots. That's how big these guys are, or that Grimlock is next to him. Here is Slug. Right there.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now we're going to be taking a look at G.I. Joe Classified Series number 116, Quick Kick. Here's this artwork right here on the side. Here's this stuff on the back. And here is this. Let's zoom in so you can actually see that up close. And so you can see this QR code without the glare on it. Here is Quick Kick out of the packaging. This is one of the rare Hasbro figures that I'm going to put into the perfect release category, where not only does it have good articulation and whatnot, but it comes with all the correct accessories that I've been begging for. This is the type of figure and the type of accessories I've been wanting forever. Like literally the only thing that I would change is I would give him the face that he had in the artwork on the packaging. This one is cool, and it is, I'm happy that they gave it to us, but it's not too dissimilar to what he's already wearing. Let's zoom in on the floor accessories. He has 2 trigger hands or 2 holding hands. He has 2 martial arts karate chop hands right there. Of course, the secondary head, which I'll show you. He has this fudgy bar he had in that one episode when he was filming a commercial, and they actually went the extra mile of painting that silver on to make it look like it's a silver wrapper, and they painted the chocolate and sculpted it. Nice. He has this throwing star. The throwing star, I think, is kind of weak. I don't know why they painted it blue, but I think it should have had a longer range so it could look better. On his person, he has this backpack right here, which has built-in sheaths for his 2 swords right here that has this deco right there. Let's see if I can actually focus on this. There's some type of cat-like animal on that hilt, but they come out painted nicely. And underneath of the backpack, we have 2 nunchucks, which have that same design that the sword has on the end of it. They're made out of a softer, more pliable plastic, but they're permanently bent right there. So when you're putting them in poses, you can have them dangling down or have it out in the air like he's about to whack somebody. And of course, he has this belt around his body with the throwing stars that they're trying to tell you that this is where he's getting those throwing stars. And let's start looking at the rest of his body. Now, one thing that I'm loving about G.I. Joe as opposed to like the Marvel and other stuff, like G.I. Joe, they're taking the time and effort, and not even just the effort, like they're not afraid to do certain stuff with G.I. Joe. I'm noticing, like he actually has molded in nipples. Some lines they wouldn't even have that detail, it would just be a blank chest. Here's his face, his neutral face, with the hair, I guess, like kind of blowing back in the wind. I guess they did that for articulation. He has the 2 silver bracelets right there. Can't tell whether they're supposed to be made out of metal or what, but you see the belt that he has. This is actually attached to the crotch piece, the soft crotch piece. And then he has this deco right here on his pants. I believe in the old cartoon and maybe the old toys, they were just straight black. But they wanted to give him some extra deco because he's not wearing any shirt. So there was no need to paint. And I guess him having a tattoo wouldn't be true to him. And it would probably be a good idea with him being an actor or starting life out as an actor. And here's what the bottom of the feet look like. they did put realistic wrinkles and whatnot in there. And to give you some bio while I'm popping this off, he lived in Watson, California with his mom and dad. That's where he grew up. His mom was Korean and his dad is Japanese. They were saying that both communities didn't fully embrace him, so he didn't have that to fall back on as far as getting friends and whatnot or fitting into a certain racial community. Here's this face right there. The hair is more blowing in the wind because this is his more action fighting face. But he liked basketball, but he's short, so he couldn't get a basketball career. So he wound up. Oh yeah, the parents they owned a convenience store. So he wound up getting into martial arts and acting and whatnot. And I'm guessing with all these different weapons and whatnot, he's definitely good with silent weapons, as they're calling it. But I think he did use a gun from time to time on a cartoon, if I'm not mistaken. And here he is without that belt on. But articulation, here's one thing I want to show y'all. Here is the neck issue that I've been having on like every figure, where I had to actually cut the neck piece. It seems like they tried to remedy that by putting an extra little channel right there so that this will go back further. I don't know. I mean, he is able to look up. But yeah, that is good, especially with this head. And this secondary head, it pops on like a mezco. Like it just pops on. It doesn't do the satisfying pop noise, but it just sits on there. But you can look down a lot. The head can tilt. The base of the neck is stiffer than normal, I think, and it can rotate. The arm goes out like that, slightly more than 90. Rotate. Bicep rotation. Pinless double elbow. Go pretty much shut all the way, basically. The wrists rotate, of course, because they're on a peg. All the hands are on a horizontal hinge, except the holding hands, which are on a vertical. I'm going to do this at the same time right here. The ball at the base and the hinge. So you can get that much. You can come forward that much, which is more than enough. Rotation, of course, you can do pivots. Drop down hips. The hips go back a lot. They come forward more than 90. Swivel right here. Go all the way out to the side. Pinless double, and the knees are smooth. Shin swivel. The foot goes all the way back. The foot comes almost all the way forward. And you get ankle pivot. Awesome. Love it. Now, one thing I wanted to talk about, though, he has multiple hands. This is one of the only figures that is meant to have hands that come off. They take a lot of force to get out. I'm not even gonna lie. There's a bigger bulb, it seems like, on the end of his. I guess they were scared you're gonna rip it, but I think they could have kept doing what they were already doing because that was working. This accessory, I cannot get to look good. It does not look right. It is nowhere near like Mezco did the Snake Eyes throwing star effect. Yeah, I could see what they were trying to do, but I can't get them into a pose where this doesn't look stupid. I almost forgot to show this off, but here's a hoodie and some sneakers I bought for my TV League action figure. But the shoes fit right over the feet. I can't remember where I got them. It was probably from somebody on eBay. GP Slots, I think is the name of the store. Or GPS Slots. I think it's just GP Slots. But I believe they sell some of this stuff on Amazon. So if I find some links on Amazon, I'll show that. I'll put that in the description. Plus a link to him. I'm doing a comparison now At the end of the video, I'm gonna have a bunch of pictures of him holding the weapon, so don't you worry about that. But here are two Jada Toys action figures. Their Street Fighter line. Here is MCU Marvel Legends Shang-Chi, who in the comics he actually trained under back in the 80s. Clutch and Snake Eyes. And I remember seeing a video where people were making fun of new G.I. Joe figures being smaller because of those I forgot what they called the two generic soldiers that are wearing armor. They're kind of, the male figure was not all that tall. And I'm like, bruh, people feed into anything. It honestly might be too tall because the Bat is one of the tallest figures they've made. And here's Storm Shadow. But if I didn't make it clear, I really enjoy this figure. I really like it a lot. This is one of the rare times where I like posing a figure without its accessories in its hands. And it's still good. Maybe because of the way he looks, he still looks cool without the accessories. But yeah, I like it. Don't have too many complaints besides the butterfly joints that I'm gonna have to fix myself because I want to. Because I like as much articulation as possible. And when I mentioned I didn't like the throwing star, but who cares about the throwing star? You don't really need that. Or the can't fudgy bar. That's just extra, but it is cool for pictures and whatnot. But anywho, thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click the shit. Go ahead and click the shit. If you did, you would like it.